My name is Dara Nadi, MNI, Deputy Controller General of Customs, in charge of Strategic Research and Policy. First, let me appreciate the fact that the Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeni, that I'm representing, was invited for this program as guest speaker to deliver the opening remarks for this program. It is very important that government agencies work closely together, just like the name PSFSCU suggests. Government is actually an integration of activities, and for issues like a national food security program, you cannot with both work together.
Why did Mr. President create the PFSCU?
In 2022, when the flood happened, NARLS conducted a survey of the damage that the flood caused, and recommendations were given. Recommendations from the assessment, flood damage assessment, were given, and the recommendations, the report and the recommendations were submitted to the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, and the effect of the damage caused some food scarcity, and the government declared emergency on food security. And what we saw was that the recommendations that were submitted to the ministry were inputted into the declaration of the president, and the PFSCU, I could see, is to coordinate the activities culminating into the declared emergency on the food security. That's principally my view about the issue. Thank you.
So many organizations have done a lot of work, a lot of findings, a lot of outcomes, a lot of issues, and then yet there are still gaps in trying to address the key issue that is causing food insecurity. And this unit, PFSCU, has just come on board to look into all the works that have been done.
A farmer in Plateau will complain that prices have come down when NASCO is saying we need more maize to produce flakes. So what the challenge lies is that we are not managing our post-harvest excess very well. And I think, Miriam, that's one area that the agency needs to look into. Thank you very much. Thank you.
From what you heard here today about opinions on the government decision in 2024 to allow importation of certain food products in order to bridge the gap, the yearning gap then that was as a result of the food crisis globally, and then what the farmers are saying now that they are producing surplus. Now it's left for Nigerian Customs Service. Are those surplus being exported? Or is Nigeria still importing, even in the midst of the surplus that the farmers who are here have claimed that they have? It's not left for Nigerian Customs to supply data. And that's what we try to do now by the data that I gave out on the volume, this cost, insurance, and freight of food that was imported and that was also exported from Nigeria within this period, January to July 2025.
My name is Samson Ishaku Bugama. I'm the Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Plateau State.
In Nigeria, we act in silos. Okay, I get up today as Commissioner of Agric, I go somewhere, I like the way Uganda is doing something, I just come back and then I want to implement it without no statistics to say, hey, is there even a need for this thing?
My name is Patrick Wabeze Ubu, the Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture and Agro-Industrialization of Enugu State. When the governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Ndubuisemba, came into power, he gave the mandates to the Minister of Agriculture to keep data of all our farmers, to know what our farmers are doing in terms of the value chain they are playing, to also know the size of land, the size of land where they are cultivating, and the quantity of productivity that is being achieved during harvest. But the introduction of these improved it. It made us to be more focused on collection of data, real data, and to ensure that the data are well cleaned up so that the data could be relied upon. So, and that definitely that is what has happened. 3 local governments were visited to reconfirm, to revalidate the data we already have. And it gives us more confidence about coming up with reliable information on what our farmers are doing, how many they are, and in what value chain they are playing in, and also in what quantity, in tonnage that they are producing. So it has actually helped the state to have more reliable outcome in terms of record keeping and in terms of policy decision making. So we are very happy for this policy.
What is the most impactful practice that we need to do to create a quantum leap? So, like in potato production, we discovered that the greatest intervention that we need to do is in seed. Okay, so the interventions in seed led to the harvest that you're seeing. So in rice production, we said, what is the most impactful practice? And we discovered that it is mechanization. So we decided to provide mechanization, so that the quantum leap can happen in production.
Working very closely with customs now on what's happening on import, what's happening on export, so that we can begin to put in these numbers and actually know where are we, right? What really are our gaps? What are our targets? Our targets is not how many farmers we can give subsidies to. Our target is productivity, isn't it? Right? Our target is food security. Whatever the debates are on populations facing food insecurity, at the moment it's projecting around 33 million, right? We want to make sure that we have enough food so that number comes down significantly.
I want to commend everybody, all the commissioners, everybody that are here. We are in the right path. And with our dear sister and the president that has sent us on this appointment, on this project, we will not fail him and we will not fail this nation. Surely we will get there. I thank you all since morning. And tomorrow is another day where we are going to enter the second section of this program and do both the practical and everything, so that by the time we finish tomorrow, the result out there will be seen. I thank you all and God bless you. How you doing? My own brother.